Hi besties, welcome to today's video where, as you saw from the title, we are going to be doing none other than going book shopping. I am so excited. I wanted to go to Barnes & Noble for one specific reason, and I figured while we're at it, might as well bring my book girlies with me, book girlies, book guys, everyone, all my book besties with me, and we're gonna do a little mini bookstore vlog and go to the one and only Barnes. And I have one book specifically that I really want to get that just came out on February 13th. If you can guess it, I'll give you 1 second. If you guessed Magnolia Parks Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings, then you would be correct. I really want to get that book now that it came out. I have the rest of the series. I have the rest of the series in the special covers, the original covers, and this will be my first one with the new covers. And I can't decide yet if I want to get the books in the new covers as well so that it all matches, but I feel like if I do, that's going to be way down the road because I do not have the money to just willy-nilly buy the whole set a second time. So that'll be later on down the road if I decide to do that. But I wanted to make sure to get Into the Dark, and I'm so excited to add it to the rest of the series. And pretty soon I'm going to be doing a reading vlog or like a few parts series on reading the entire Magnolia Parks universe books, because now there are 5 books, so I don't know if I'm going to do it all in one video or if I'm going to do like a part 1, part 2, but I do want to record and post videos of me reading those books and give you guys my reactions and everything like that and my thoughts, because that is a really popular series. And if you haven't heard of it before, it is basically like Gossip Girl. It's Gossip Girl in, where is it set? In UK? It's basically Gossip Girl in a different country. So I think it's UK. I honestly am so sorry if I'm wrong, but that's pretty much all I've ever like really heard about it, is that there's just like a lot of drama. The relationships are definitely not typical cliche romances. They're definitely not like good romances. Like they're not that they're not good, they're entertaining because they're toxic romances. So basically it's kind of like reality TV in a way, in a sense, but more. So Gossip Girl vibes all the way, and I loved that show, and I've heard amazing things about these books. You just have to go into these books with the expectation that it's not going to be a perfect romance, and not everything is going to be sunshine and rainbows. It's going to be toxic relationships and all over the place and drama and stuff like that, but it's rich people and all of their problems and everything, and it just sounds like a really fun time. So I want to read those books very soon, and like I said, record my reactions and everything for you guys, and give you guys all my thoughts and reactions the first time reading all of those books in that universe. So we're going to get the 5th book, and I don't know if there's any other books that I'm gonna get or not, but we're gonna look around, of course, and I figured why not bring you guys along with me while I go get this book and maybe get a couple other ones. We'll see what we find and go from there. But I also wanted to take advantage of my Barnes & Noble credit that I have. I have a $5 credit to put toward a book, and we all love those. So I wanted to make sure to use that, and that was part of the incentive to going today to get that book. So let's see what we get, and let's head into Barnes.
probably right. It's just the way I am. But I'm trying to get better, yeah, I'm trying to get better for you. 'Cause I care about you, yeah, I've been alone. I stand under. I've been wondering where this goes. Do you see me? I'll give, conceive. Do you want to feel alone? Each day brings a seed unsown. You are loved more than you know. Could you give yourself to something so unsure? I've walked so far.
Didn't you want one? I did not like this, but I'm still married. Good. No.
My heart, I've been waiting for a sign. So scared at times. I've lost my ties. I've been wondering where this goes. Keep the focus on. No, I don't want to feel alone. I'm loved more than I know. I will give myself to something of that, I'm sure. You're unprecedented, and I regret that we never talk. So when October rolls around, I watch my emotions before they bubble over, chasing four-leaf clovers, missing you more than I know now. We used to walk along the meadow, you were pretty, it felt so serene. And it's a few years later now, but that feeling is still stuck with me. The water's frozen over by the lakeside, down by the boathouse we used to dance. And I can't help feeling scared, 'cause I know that we'll never get that time again. We used to drive out to the farm and play around me till your hair was gray. I still pretend it feels the same. Remember we stay up on Saturdays, drinking cheap wine from Pick and Pay without you. Now the time is strange, time is strange. We used to walk along the meadow, you were pretty, it felt so serene. And it's a few years later now.
I don't know if that made any of you happy, but it sure made me happy. Let me lift you guys up a little bit there. There we go. So let's go over the books that I got. Do a little mini book haul. We're gonna do a book haul. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Okay, so first and foremost, you guys know that I already was planning on getting Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. This is the 5th book in the series, like I said, and this copy is so pretty. I love the colors, and I love the gold foiling detail, and on the side it's like that too. It's so pretty. I cannot wait to have that on my shelf. Woo! I'm so excited. So the other 4 books, like I said, are a different cover than the ones that you saw in Barnes & Noble, like this one. I'll show the covers right here. A lot of you have probably seen the covers before, but I honestly don't know how I feel about the new covers. They're kind of growing on me. At first I was like, no, absolutely not. I don't like them. And I really wanted to get the original covers, or at least special edition covers. I honestly don't know if they were special edition or the original covers or what. I think they were just the original covers, and it was before she joined a publisher, like she got published. But I really wanted to get those covers, so I ordered them from UK and had them shipped here, and that was like the only way you could get them, because otherwise, like here, they were pretty much all gone, all sold out. So that's what I did for those covers, and just because I thought they were really beautiful. The art on them was so stunning. The illustrator who did that, like the person who did the cover art, was really good. Like I loved the detail on those covers, and they were different from what I've ever seen like on book covers. So I really wanted to make sure I had those copies, and then someday down the line maybe I'll get all the copies like this if I really feel inclined to, but we'll see. It depends. I only really get double copies. Like I'll get like multiple copies with different covers if it's a series that I am absolutely in love with, like top tier series in my mind, and that makes it more worth the money to be able to get like a collector's edition. Basically it's like a collector's item. So like with the ACOTAR series or with the Throne of Glass series, which I haven't read that series yet, so who knows, but for sure with the ACOTAR series and also with the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, I really want to make sure to get those in the special edition copies. Once Upon a Broken Heart, it's not a special edition, it's just the UK covers. They're stunning, they're so beautiful, so I want to make sure to get those. But anyway, this is the first book. Getting back to this is the first book that I got. Then I made sure to pick up Bride. I hesitated on getting this last time, and I hesitated again on getting it this time, but I love Allie Hazelwood. I love her books. This is her debut fantasy novel. I think it's fantasy. Yeah, it's fantasy because a paranormal romance. This one has vampires and werewolves, and it's her first fantasy paranormal romance, and I really wanted to support her on it and make sure to get it. And I guess this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. This is the only cover that I have seen. I haven't seen any other type of cover or design or anything like that. So I don't know if it's a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition because of the cover or because there's like extra content or something. I don't think there's extra content. It doesn't look like it. So maybe it's just the cover. But if you haven't heard of Ali Hazelwood before, she is the author of the Women in STEM series, which is The Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, and Love Theoretically. And she also has a young adult book that recently came out, and that is Check and Mate. And so she's kind of branching out and trying to feel out like different genres, I think. And I think that's so awesome. Like, I'm so excited for her. And so I wanted to give this one a shot. I've heard good things about it so far. I haven't heard too many things, honestly, about it yet, but I have heard good things so far with the few reviews that I've seen. So I got Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Second to last book that I got was The Gilded Cage, and this is the second book in a series. So the first book is I forgot it. The first book is The Prison Healer, and this is a trilogy. I think that it's staying a trilogy. I don't know if there's going to be more books in the series, but this is the second book in the series, so I got this, and it's a fantasy series. And then last but not least, so if you watched my romance recommendations video, I talked about the first book in this duology, I guess you could say. This is just the second book. It's the same story as the first one, but it's told in the guy's point of view. The first one is told in the girl's point of view. And if you want a good cry, a real good cry, I highly recommend reading the first book and then reading this one if you want to re-cry all over again over the same stuff and the same heartbreak, but from a different point of view and perspective. The first book, If He Had Been With Me, I've heard so many things about it. Like, it just breaks your heart, but it's such a good book, and I've been holding it off because I am so scared for that heartbreak, but at the same time waiting for when I need a good cry. But I've heard really good things about it, and I really wanted to make sure to get the Barnes & Noble edition because I think that this cover is so beautiful. And having this cover next to the first one, they look so pretty together and just like itched something in my brain that needed to be itched. The other version of this, like the cover, I think is white and has a red rose, so like it looks like this. And not that that one's not pretty, I think that one's beautiful. I just think that this one matches the first one a little bit better, and having them on my shelf together, I wanted to get this copy. And I heard that at Barnes & Noble, at least from one of the employees, that once these like special edition copies sell out, they're gone. Like, they don't really restock them too much. So I wanted to make sure to get my hands on it before they were all gone and I couldn't get it. So that is the final book of my book haul that I got today. Thank you guys so much for coming with me on this little cutesy Barnes & Noble trip, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did. Leave a comment below if you've read any of these books before, or if you're excited to read them. If you've read Into the Dark, then you're special. Like, you're someone special because you either got the ARC copy or you got this on like drop day and you read it right away, and that's amazing. More power to you, and I love that for you. But if you haven't read it yet and you're excited to read it, let me know. I don't know what it is with my words today. Let me know down below, and yeah, just leave a comment if you like this video, if you want to see more of these bookstore book haul videos. I had a lot of fun bringing you guys along with me today. Thanks so much for coming along. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channel if you go to the main channel, and hit that notification bell to make sure that you don't miss another video. But otherwise, I will see you guys soon with my next video. Bye!
Everything goes white. I can feel the